Okay. So section 3, first question. In that I want to do only odd numbers. So Roman 1, they want a quadratic equation whose roots are -4 and 3. X minus -4 into x minus 3 equal to 0. Take x minus alpha and x minus beta, or x square minus x into sum of the roots, which is -4 plus 3, and product of the roots, which is -4 into 3. Either way, the same thing. X square plus x minus 12 equal to 0. Third one, they want m by n one root and n by m another root. Or if you expand, you look at x into sum of the roots as m by n plus n by m. Product of the roots is m by n into m by n. That is m square plus n square by mn plus 1 equal to 0. If you multiply the mn, you look at mn x square minus x into m square plus m square plus mn equal to 0. Okay. So both Roman 2 and Roman 4 are given sides, but anyway, maybe I can do one of them. Second one also, let me do it. X minus 3 plus root 2 is one root, and 3 minus root 2 is another root. That will be x square minus x. Sum of the roots is 3 plus root 2 plus 3 minus root 2. Product of the roots is 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. That is x square. Sum of the roots is 6. Product of the roots is 9 minus 2, which is x square minus 6x plus 7 equal to 0. Of course, I also got by squaring also I would have got another method is x is equal to 3 plus or minus root 2. You can bring 3 this side, you get x minus 3 plus or minus root 2, and you can square it also. X minus 3 whole square is 2. You get x square minus 6x plus 7 equal to 0. Okay, so similarly you can try fourth one later on. Okay, I just told second one because some sides are involved. Okay, second one also will do only odd numbers, and even numbers you can try later. Okay, I'm just telling fast because these are simple questions. Vamsi, yesterday in the second part of trigonometry class, you are not there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So recording I sent, I hope you have seen it later.
Sure.
Okay.
Today morning.
Okay, all good. So that each of the quadratic equation below has real roots. Okay. So generally, if you want to show that it has real roots, you have to show that discriminant is greater than or equal to 0, b square minus 4ac. Sometimes you just find the roots. Okay. Then also you can say they are real roots. Otherwise, okay, I guess. So second one, first one, ax square minus ax minus bx plus b equal to 0. I can take ax common, it will be x minus 1 minus b common, x minus 1, x minus 1 into ax minus b equal to 0, x is equal to 1 or b by. Directly we got the roots, so roots are real. Otherwise, you can take for b square minus 4ac, that is discriminant. What is b? X coefficient here, a plus b, minus of a plus b square minus 4ab. A plus b whole square minus 4ab is a minus b whole square, and that is greater than or equal to 0. Because discriminant is greater than or equal to 0, roots are real. Either way, okay. I hope in 10th class everybody studied quadratic equations, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is just for quick revision, and few points are there which we'll study after some questions. Okay, third one. Then second one, third one. Ax square plus 2 root a square plus b square x minus b equal to 0. What is the discriminant for this? 2 root a square plus b square whole square minus 4 into a minus b square minus 4a. That is 4a square plus b square plus 4a. 4 into a square divided by 4a square plus 4b square plus 4a. Anybody want to give an idea? Okay, how to know whether it is positive or negative? I found the discriminant b square minus 4ac, x coefficient minus 4 into x square coefficient and constant. But how to decide whether this is positive, but this can be negative, and I don't know overall is positive or negative. Anybody want to give any idea?
Sir,
Yes, Lokeshwar.
sir, we can write it as 2a square plus 2b square plus root 2a whole square plus root 2b whole square plus 4ab, sir. Then it is 2a square plus 2b square plus root 2a plus root 2b whole square. Then it is positive.
Finally, you are saying it is sum of many perfect squares.
Yes, sir.
4ab is not root 2ab whole square, by the way. 4ab is equal to, if you write 2 root ab whole square, is not a correct statement.
Okay, sir.
But when is the wrong statement? When ab is negative. When ab is negative, how can you write perfect square? Right? Root ab will not be defined. Okay, it's just a matter of getting small idea.
So maybe we can write 4ab as a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square.
Yeah, we can write, but then again something square minus something square, we don't know whether it's positive or negative.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing wrong, we can write a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square, but the problem is something square plus something square we can say greater than or equal to 0, but something square minus something square can be negative. Okay, it's just a matter of getting small idea only. Yes, Naveen, you want to tell something?
Sir, we can write it 2a plus 2b whole square minus 4ab, sir.
2a plus 2b whole square minus 4ab. Okay, after that?
Sir, here ab is negative, no, sir, in the equation. AB.
No, ab is not negative. That is, we don't know about a and b. A may be plus 5, b may be minus 3. Right? They did not say a and b are positive numbers.
Sir,
In the equation, I know this is positive, this is negative. You are talking about that. I understand. But just because minus is there doesn't mean it is negative. B may be minus 3 and minus or minus 3 may be plus 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think so there are many ways to tell this is a positive. Not just one way. There can be many ways. I just want to tell in a particular way. I'll take 4a square. 4b square I'll take 1b square plus 4ab plus 3b square. This part is a perfect square. Only this part. What is that? 2a plus b whole square plus 3b square. Something square plus something square. Can it be negative?
No, sir. No, sir.
So this is greater than or equal to 2. Right? Okay, so both in JEE mains and JEE advanced exam, quadratic equations are a very important topic. Every year they will give questions. Okay, but don't think quadratic equations is an easy chapter. Okay, it is. I personally feel is one of the difficult chapters, quadratic equations. It depends on how many type of questions that you came across. Okay, yeah, we know discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. Roots are real, but all the questions it may not be easy to identify discriminant whether positive or negative that easily or to justify it. Okay. Anyway, we'll discuss later on quadratic equation thoroughly in second year. In intermediate itself, we have chapter board exam, and for mains and advanced also we'll revise thoroughly. Here also we found discriminant. Here also we found discriminant, but here telling it is greater than or equal to 0 very easy. But here it is. Try to some manipulation to get an idea. Okay, I'm not saying this is the only way. I want to write another way. A plus b whole square, again a plus b whole square plus a square plus b square. No, plus 2a square plus 2b square. Is it same as that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is also sum of perfect square of 4 things. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is the only way to tell this is greater than or equal to 0. There can be hundreds of ways. Okay. Another way is a plus b whole square, because that 4ab I wrote 2ab, 2ab. 4a square I wrote 1a square here, 1a square, 2a square here, 1b square, 1b square, 2b square. You can say this also greater than or equal to 0. So you can write this way also. Anybody want to tell some other way of writing this as perfect square?
Sir, 2b plus a whole square plus 3a square.
Yeah, instead of making splitting, you can split this. That is also good. 2b plus a whole square plus 3a square. Yes.
Sir, 2a minus 2b whole square plus root over 4ab whole square.
No, there is a problem. I said root 4ab you can't write because we don't know if ab is negative, root 4ab is not defined.
Yes.
If ab is positive, we don't have any issue. This is positive, this is positive, this is positive, their sum is positive. We are only worried about if ab is negative, what to manage. Anyway, so one of these 3 ways. Earlier when I'm screen sharing it and recording it was not coming that nicely. Okay. Vamsi, yesterday's recording is okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, this is second one. We're done 1, 3. Now we have to do 5. 1 by x minus a plus 1 by x minus b equal to c. Okay. If you do cross multiplication, it will be a quadratic equation, and then I have to find discriminant of that, I guess. So x minus b plus x minus a by x minus a into x minus b equal to c. 2x minus a plus b by equal to c into x minus a into x minus b. So 2x minus a plus b, cx square minus c dx and cx plus cx. Okay, I have to blend everything that side. Cx square minus ca plus cb minus 2 plus 2 plus cab plus a plus. Oh, finding discriminant of this is quite lengthy. we'll do it because we are doing in the beginning. Later on there can be a method, but I think our approach is fine here. Okay. CA plus CB plus 2 whole square. Minus 4 into C into CAB plus A plus B. I just want to expand the whole thing. It worked it. C square A square plus C square B square plus 4 plus 4 C square AB plus 8 CA plus 8 CB minus 4 C square AB minus 4 CB minus 4 PC. 4 C square AB got cancelled. We got C square A square plus C square B square plus 4 CA plus 4 CB. This and this together this. Okay, what to do with this now? Yes, please. Have I written anything wrong with saying? Just 1 minute. I'm getting very low voice. I don't know why. Yeah, now I'm good. Tell Sachinan. Where 4CA plus 4CB? Up to here, fine? From here to here? Okay.
Instead of 8, 4
okay.
is.
Okay. Here. Okay, thank you. Oh, they will cancel it. All these three will cancel nicely. Okay, you'll get obviously sum of 3 perfect squares. Okay, all are positive, so it's greater than equal to 0. That's fine. Thank you. This is greater than equal to 0. This is so roots are real. Okay, so initially I thought it's coming lengthy, but when we simplified discriminant, it just came sum of 3 perfect squares. That's good. There are other ways to do this. When we discuss quadratic equations, we'll discuss some other ways. You can draw the graph of this, from that we can do it, and some other methods are there. But I think at this stage, you just find discriminant and based on the tutorial. Okay, next third one also, we'll do 1 and 3.
Sir,
Yes, please.
why 4C square AB came, sir? It's 2C square AB now, sir.
Oh, so okay, all right. Sorry, I wrote all these 3 things wrong. Sorry. 2 into this is 2, so they don't get cancelled then. Okay, then we have to make some adjustment then. This is minus 2C square AB. This two are perfect square then. So A minus CB whole square plus 2 plus 4. That's still getting. Sorry, okay, this is 2C square AB and it doesn't get cancelled for, okay, for the other one, there is minus. Still, it's okay. This even though negative is there, it's forming a perfect square. This one. Okay, third one also, I think they're asking whether it has real roots or non-real roots. They already said show that each of the equation below has non-real roots. Okay. X square minus 4x plus 4a square plus b square equal to 0. Okay. If you want to prove that an equation has non-real roots, I have to find the discriminant and I have to prove it is negative, less than 0. Or sometimes we can do slightly different. For example, this question, when I make these three perfect square, I'll get x minus 2a whole square plus b square. Something square plus something square. And I think in the question they should have given b not equal to 0. They gave already that. B not equal to 0. This is a perfect square greater than equal to 0, but this is only greater than 0 because it's not 0. So this is only greater than 0. If this expression is always positive, how can it be 0? It can't be 0. That means if you take any real number and substitute it, it cannot be 0. So that means roots are complex, non-real. You can say that. Okay. If something is always positive, means it can never be 0. All right. Implies x minus 2a whole square plus b square equal to 0 doesn't have real roots. Okay, this is method 1. Method 2, you can find discriminant. Generally, discriminant will represent with delta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it this kind of delta like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I forgot about it. Okay, so discriminant delta will represent with delta. What is b square minus 4ac? Minus 4a whole square minus 4 into 4a square plus b square. Which is very simple. Minus 16a square minus 16a square minus 32a square minus 4b square. You can say this is also negative, this is also negative. You can put a plus and minus 1. This is positive, but with a minus it is negative. So it is less than 0. It can't be even 0 because this may be 0, but this is not 0. 4b square can't be 0. So then also you can say roots are non-real. Oh, they're positive. Okay, sorry. I did not see. This is plus 16a square, this is minus 16a square cancel. You get simply minus b square, which is minus 4b square. Thank you.
Sir,
For those who
method
are
1 I did not understand, sir.
Method 1, okay. Method 1 is a very nice point we'll be using quite frequently later. What is that is, what is roots means when you substitute those numbers equal to 0 should come, right?
Yes, sir.
But if I can prove that this LHS is always positive, it can never be 0, never be negative, then have I proved that it can never be 0? It can never be 0 means it doesn't have any real roots. So if I can prove that this is always positive or always negative, one of these two, I proved that this can never be 0. This together is a perfect square, which is x minus 2a whole square plus b square. X minus 2a whole square is always positive because of the square. It may be 0. B square is always positive. It cannot be 0 because already mentioned b not equal to 0. So this is positive and this is 0 or positive. When you add them, it will be definitely positive. If it is always positive, how can it be equal to 0? It cannot be 0. That means there is no number x when you substitute equal to 0 can come. That means it doesn't have any real roots. Is it okay?
So then you should write not equal to 0, no, sir?
Yeah, that's what I wrote. This is greater than 0 implies this equal to 0 doesn't have real roots.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The statement is not cutting here. This whole thing is one statement. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like. And I'm sure this comma and full stop and all has some meaning. Just by changing comma, we can change the meaning of the sentence. Completely. You can even put opposite. Yeah, it's not stopping here. Okay. I hope everybody clear out method 1. Now I explain once again. Basically, what I proved is this LHS cannot be 0. It is always positive. It cannot be 0, cannot be negative. So it cannot be 0 means equal to 0 doesn't have real roots. Srikar Shashank, understood this method 1? Are you there, Srikar Shashank? Vanessa, you understood this method 1?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay. What is this Vanessa means? Does it have any biblical significance?
Vanessa means butterfly, sir.
Oh, butterfly. Okay. In which Roman language or something?
Greek, sir.
Greek. Achha, okay. Okay, third one. That's, I think, quite similar. It is x square minus 2m square x plus 2m power 4 plus 1 equal to 0. Again, method 1, this can be written x square minus 2m square x plus 2m power 4 can be written as m power 4 plus m power 4 plus 1, which is this part is x minus m square whole square plus m power 4 plus 1. This is always greater than equal to 0. This is greater than 0 plus 1. This is greater than 0. So x square minus 2m square x plus 1 power 4 plus 1 cannot be 0 for any value of x. Okay, method 2, you can find discriminant, simple b square minus 4ac minus 2m square whole square minus 4 into 1 into 2m power 4 4m power 4 minus 8m power 4 minus
Sir,
4.
2m power 4 plus 2.
No, that is plus 2. Huh? Okay, when I open it, it is plus 2.
Yes.
Okay. From 0 to plus 2 and it is minus 8. Okay, this is negative, this is negative, it is less than 0. Delta less than 0 means roots are non-zero. Okay, yesterday I explained the theory, may not be in a detailed manner, just stated the points because we learnt earlier. If somebody is not able to follow any particular point, please ask me and explain, not a problem. Okay, please feel free. Saket, you are able to follow?
Sir, that method to 4AC, what did you write in C, sir?
C is 2m power 4 plus 2. This whole thing is C.
Okay, sir.
But today, whatever I taught from the beginning, all questions you understood?
Sir,
Saket?
method 1, sir.
Method 1, oh, no, I'm talking about previous questions, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Method 1, this 2m power 4, I wrote m power 4 plus m power 4. You can easily see this together is a perfect square. Plus m power 4 plus 2. This is always positive because of the perfect square. This is also positive, this is also positive. Sum of three positive numbers will be positive, greater than 0, right? If something is always greater than 0, can it be equal to 0 anytime?
No, sir.
That's what I wrote. So this cannot be 0 for any value of x. That means it doesn't have any real roots. Whatever real number you substitute, it will never become 0, means no real roots.
Okay,
Right?
sir.
Plus no real. For example, let me give another question to understand. Let's say I wrote x minus 7 whole square plus x minus 8 whole square plus x minus 20 whole square equal to 0. When you expand, is it a quadratic equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
But
sir.
I want to tell for this roots are complex, not real. I want to prove that. I don't have to waste my time expanding this, combine, get a quadratic equation, find discriminant, discriminant for a and prove negative. Right, by looking at this only, I can tell it can never be 0. Why?
So sum of squares, sir.
Yeah, this is a perfect square. It is always positive. It may be 0. This also can be 0, maybe. This also can be 0, but there is no number where all can be 0 simultaneously. Okay, this is greater than equal to 0, this is greater than equal to 0, this is greater than equal to 0, but their sum is only greater than 0, not equal to 0. If you put 7, this will become 0, but these two are positive. So each one of them is positive or 0. When you add all of them, it is only positive because LHS is always positive. For these roots are there is no real roots. Whatever real number is substitute equal to 0 cannot come. Okay. I gave only 3 things. I can give 100 things. If you want, I can write a question: x minus 1 whole square, x minus 2 whole square, so on up to x minus 100 whole square equal to 0. If I say show that roots of this are non-real, it's useless to expand and then get a final quadratic equation and then find v square minus 4ac. Okay. Yeah, you can by brute force, you can do that and we can show your strength that I have done big calculations. But you can be smart and say all these are positive and their sum can't be 0. I hope you understood better now, Saket.
Yes, sir.
Okay, within 4-1, some key parts are there. We'll do. What is the question anyway? For each of the following equations, find the set of values of a for which the equation has real roots. Okay, this is quite nice. This is a little bit of inequalities involved. They want real values should be there. For the delta should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So fourth one, first one, ax square plus 9x minus 1 equal to 0. They are asking for what values of a, okay, this equation will have real roots. So delta should be greater than or equal to 0. And it is also important, we'll see that. But first of all, I think they should mention the quadratic equation or not. Is this a quadratic equation? Ax square plus 9x minus 1 equal to 0.
When a is not equal to 0, sir.
Yeah. So when a is not 0, then only it is quadratic. When a is 0 also, it is not a quadratic equation, but it has a root, real root. What is that root?
1 by 9.
1 by 9.
Okay. So they did not mention in the question that it should be quadratic. If it is quadratic, I should have mentioned a not equal to 0. We will see that delta greater than equal to 0 is sufficient for me. What is delta? B square is 9 square minus 4 into a into minus 1 should be greater than or equal to 0. That is 81 plus 4a greater than equal to 0. 4a is greater than equal to minus 81. A should be greater than equal to minus 81 by 4. Including 0 is also there in that, nothing wrong in that. Okay. So they're asked what is the set of the values. Okay. So set of values of A for which above equation will have real roots. If that are mentioned in the quadratic equation, I should remove 0. Let me see the answer whether I remove 0 or not. No, that is not removed. But it's better if they would have mentioned quadratic and then it remove 0. So it will be minus 81 by 4 all the way up to infinity. Okay, so here discriminant only, but after that, how to write solution? Just now, recently we learned linear inequalities. Based on that, you can write. Hemant, you have PDF of the class notes till now, right? 1A.
Yes, sir, I have it, sir.
Can you just directly send that PDF in WhatsApp to me? So you have
Sir.
a Google Drive link.
Yes, sir, I'll send the link, sir, if you want to.
Okay, send the link to me. All right. Don't. I think you must be having PDF also somewhere in your system, right? Okay. If directly PDF is there, just forward. Otherwise, send the link. I will download it. Okay. I think you got muted or something. I don't know. Your voice is not coming. It's okay. One more thing, just not related to our class. Some schools they use Google Forms. Okay, for the children they will send questions with options, and they have to click on it. By any chance, if your parent, somebody school teacher, they know how to use Google Forms. Okay, I'm sure there will be some YouTube videos. I want to learn how to make that Google Forms actually. Basically. If somebody has some idea, you can tell me. Somebody doesn't know anything about it, don't worry. Okay, fourth one, third one. Okay, one more thing, those who have not taken material from the college, please take it the earliest. Okay, after sometimes copies also will not be there. You cannot say, okay. When copies are over, nobody will give you. Okay, we want to know for what values of A this equation has real roots. Okay, so delta should be greater than or equal to 0. A plus 2 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 9. A square plus 4A plus 4 minus 36 greater than or equal to 0. Later on, we'll discuss more about quadratic inequalities. Okay, exercise 5 we done a little bit. Okay, but quadratic inequalities I want to discuss a little more. But one thing I want to tell, later on in functions chapter also we'll be using it. Sometimes we'll come across x square greater than 9 somewhere. Many people, not many people, but some students, they just apply square root or something. They'll write x greater than or equal to 3. From this, writing this, is it correct?
No, sir.
No.
What is the correct statement then?
Sir, x greater than or equal to 3 or x less than or equal to minus 3.
Yeah. So what actually we should do, this is not the correct way, is bring 9 this side, you will write x plus 3 into x minus 3 less than or equal to 0. Okay. We'll discuss some idea about how you have to take minus 3 to 3, positive here, negative here, positive here. Then it should be between minus greater than or equal to. Yeah. X should be more than 3 or less than minus 3. So this is a wrong way to do it. The proper way is you should do like this. Okay. In the same way here, somebody would have written here that a plus t whole square is greater than or equal to 36. So a plus 2 is greater than or equal to 6 and 2, let's say. No, that will be wrong. From here to here itself is wrong. Okay. The positive is right, but anyway, I brought this side. This is a square plus 4a minus 32 greater than or equal to 0. For this, the roots, you can split it as plus 8a minus 4a minus 32. Splitting the middle term. That will be a plus 8 into a minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic inequality. Okay, so this is a minus minus 8 into a minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. And product is positive, either both are positive or both are negative. Already we have done all that. We have drawn some boxes, sign changes and all that. I'm going to write minus 8 and 4. To take any number more than 4 and substitute, this will be positive, this will be positive, the product will be positive. If we take anything between minus 8 and 4, okay, this will be negative, this will be positive, it will be negative. We take anything before minus 8, any number, let's say 0. This also negative, this also negative. Product is positive. Right? Before minus 8, 0 is not there. Sorry. Minus 9 or something, negative. So do it positive. Usually they'll come alternately. Why? We'll discuss a little later, but let us, we already discussed about quadratic part. So if you want to be positive, beyond 4, okay, before minus 4, okay, including 4 and including 8. So A should belong to minus infinity to minus 8 closed, union closed 4 to infinity. We'll discuss more questions of this type. Already we've done some questions in the class, but when we do exercise 4, a little later, we'll come across this. Anybody any doubt in any part of this? They want root to be real. For that, b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. That itself came like a quadratic inequality for me. And then I took on the number line minus 8 where this is 0, 4 where this is 0, and then proper inequality. After 4, you take any number, let's say 5, substitute it. This is positive, product is positive. Between minus 8 and 4, you take 0. This is positive, this is negative, will be negative. Before minus 8, you take minus 10 or minus 100 something. Negative into negative will be positive. But I want it to be positive or 0. That is 4 or more than that, or minus 8 or less than. Arshrikar, understood this one?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saket, tell what is your doubt?
sir, how did you take inequality for a minus of minus 8, sir? Once can you say?
I wanted to write everything as a minus alpha into a minus beta. That's why. We want to write anything as a minus some number. So if plus is there, we'll write that. That tells you at which number it is 0 for that reason. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, this one we can direct that a plus 2 less than or equals to 6 or a plus 2 less than or equals to
No, that is not correct. It is not the R. Okay, that is wrong.
R.
No, it is not correct. A plus 2 whole square greater than or equal to 36. You cannot write a plus 2 greater than or equal to 6 or a plus 2 is okay less than or equal to minus. Correct, but you have to understand how it is, not just like that, right? Okay. How did this come? You have to understand it. Okay.
Sir, I sent the link, sir.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. From there you can download the PDF. Sir.
Okay. Tanmay, are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is this student name Mecca Shan in the class? Ramay madam, see this Mecca Shan, somebody is there, came into the class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Mecca Shan, somebody you name, please respond. You have to rename yourself if you are a student of this class. Otherwise, please log out.
Sir, he left, sir.
Okay. I think he must be some friend of somebody in this class. 1 or 2 times he came in the class.
Sir,
Yes, please.
a greater than or equal to minus 8, no, sir.
No, less than or equal to minus 8.
How, sir?
It is positive there. I want to be greater than is positive. It is positive here, positive here. After 4, okay, before minus 8. I want it to be greater than, right? If it is less than, I would have taken between minus 8 and 4. We'll discuss about quadratic inequalities once again. Don't worry. Okay. Just finish out of this, copy this. We'll thoroughly discuss once again in exercise 4.
Oh,
Okay, next coincident roots. So the fifth question they want coincident means roots should be equal. Coincident means that both roots are equal. Both roots are equal means delta should be equal to 0. Discriminant should be 0. Simplifying delta and equate it to 0, we'll get it.
Sir, how to prove that equation will hold for all real numbers, sir?
Yeah, that only some theory I wanted to tell. That's what I told. We'll do some questions and then some more theory I wanted to tell. Okay, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm sure before starting coordinate geometry, Channareddy sir might have told something about what is coordinate geometry, but just a repetition. If you see historically in maths, in the beginning, geometry is a different track and algebra is a different track. There are some people who are just solving quadratic equations, cubic equations, and they're worried when roots are real, when roots are complex. That's non-real. They don't know about complex maybe at that time. Non-real. And some x values when you put, the quadratic expression is becoming positive. And some number when you put it is becoming 0. Some number when you put it is becoming negative. Some quadratic equations, whatever number you keep, it is always becoming positive one. It never became 0, never became negative. Okay. So they have some idea. It is not, quadratic equation is not a very difficult topic. We can easily manipulate. Okay. But every quadratic equation, if you draw the graph properly, it's a parabola. Okay. And with that, we can visualize a lot of things. Okay. So geometry alone, I'm sure in your mathematics books, IP textbook, generally we don't tell the historical part. If you read the first pages of most of the chapters, they'll give some historical idea about the chapters. Either last page or first page, they'll have some data. Okay. So if you study only geometry, there are some things which are very difficult to prove. Okay. And algebra, but when algebra and geometry are combined, okay, that's what we call it as coordinate geometry. Why? Geometry means we are only studying about, lines and figures and all that, but we don't have any equation. But for each point, you give coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate, and those numbers will satisfy some equation. So you're able to represent a line in the form of an equation, a curve in the form of equation. What are all those equations? They're algebraic expressions, right? So you used algebra to express something in geometry. That is actually called coordinate geometry. Okay. We just say coordinate geometry and we go ahead. We don't see what struggles that people have gone through to come this far in the maths, and it became things are easier for us. Okay, we just go by it. All right. Okay, what is there on the board? Anybody still copying?
No, sir.
Okay. Only this inequality part, if somebody is not clear, I'll exercise 4 when I repeat. At that time, we'll get better clarity. Okay, we'll continue, but tomorrow I'll discuss about all those when quadratic equation is always positive and things, some details like that. Okay. Fifth one, they want coincident root, means roots are equal, so delta equal to 0. Or the quadratic equation x square minus 2 into 3a plus 1 into x plus 7 into 2a plus 3. So delta equal to 0. Delta is minus 2 into 3a plus 1 x square b square, and 4 into x square proportional to 1, and this is 7 into 3a plus 3. You can take 4 common. This way x square will be 9a square plus 6a plus 1. This is 14a minus 21 equal to 0. 4 not required. 9a square minus 8a minus 20 equal to 0. Can we split the middle term here?
9a plus 10 into a
Minus 18 plus 10.
Minus 18 plus 10. Okay. So that is 9a into a minus 2 plus 10 into a minus 2. If you take a minus 2 common, 9a plus 10. So that is equal to 2 or minus 3. Right? Because nothing is easy. Coincident only delta equal to 0. We just found delta equal to 0. Okay, sixth question you can do later. Next, this is section 1 done now. What are questions we left in section 1? That is some even numbers or some sub-even numbers, you can do them. Section 2, there are 2 questions. They are asked a quadratic equation should possess equal roots, same like coincident roots only. Just take delta equal to 0, we'll get it. After that, I'm going to discuss some graphs of quadratic expressions. Then I'll discuss about section 3, little theory related to that, with some points. Okay, section 2, first question. Find the values of A. For what values of A does this equation possess equal roots? Okay, what is the equation? X square plus 2 into A into root A square minus 3 into X plus 4. So delta should be 0. 2A root A square minus 3 whole square minus 4 into 1 equal to 4A square minus 60. If I take 4 common, it will be a power 4 minus 3A square minus 4. This is 4A power 4 minus 4A square plus A square minus 4 equal to 0. Right? Minus 4. Yeah. So 4 into A square plus 1 into A square minus 4 equal to 0. A square plus 1 equal to 0 or A square minus 4 equal to 0. This is not okay. From this we get A plus or minus 2. That's it, nothing great here. Okay, I want to discuss some graphs here. I wanted to think about roughly y equal to x square, y equal to minus x square, y equal to x square plus 7, y equal to x minus 2 whole square. How good these graphs can be there? Roughly what the shape? You can take few points, x is 1, find y coordinate, x is 5, find y coordinate, x is 2, find y coordinate, x is minus 3, find y coordinate. Get a feel of some points on the curve and try to draw that. So exercise 3, both section 1 and section 2, we done almost odd numbers. So whatever we left, please complete them by today. Tomorrow, I'll discuss both exercise 2 doubts and exercise 3 in these 2 sections doubts. I want to discuss today, but we'll just carry on with this topic. Okay. Anybody want to tell some y equal x square roughly? What is the shape of the graph?
Parabola.
Parabola. Yes. Okay. Let us. Many people don't know what is parabola. You want to tell some other shape which is they can relate.
Upward parabola.
Upward parabola. Okay. I'm saying what is parabola? We don't even know it. Anybody knows what is a parabola? Okay. It is somewhat like a U shape, not exactly, but it will be like this. Yeah, it is a parabola like this. Okay. When I kept arrows means it goes forever. At 0 it is 0. At 1 it is 1. At 2 it is not 2, it is 4. At 3 it is 9. At 10 it is 100. It is increasing quite rapidly. When you just travel 10 units here you have to travel 100 units. At 1 it is 1, but at 10 it is 100, 10 times that. At -1 also it is 1. At -2 it is 4. So whatever happens at 1, same thing at -1. Whatever happens at 2, same thing at -2. So this is somewhat like a U shape will come. Based on that, try to draw these graphs. Tomorrow we'll discuss about this in the class. Okay. Thank you very much.